Good Tuesday morning. I'm Meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Today, the day behind the storm. We had a storm system that brushed past the southern part of the area last night. Perhaps you were impacted by that. We had a little bit of snow in the area overnight. This morning, still a couple of snowflakes around. We had on the weather patio for about an hour there, little bursts of snow showers that were being kind of wind-driven with those north winds. And not an overpowering wind. It's not one of those brutally windy days, but boy, it is a harsh breeze out there. We're talking 16, 17 mile per hour winds. Temperatures only in the teens, and so it feels like it's below zero, and that is something we're going to have to face quite a bit of today, and not necessarily the snow anymore. I think that's going to taper off here in the short term, about a quarter to 8 o'clock here this morning as we kick off this Tuesday. But it's those wind chill levels are going to be with us. It's going to be like this for a while. The wind won't be necessarily as strong as today, but those colder temperatures are going to be with us for the middle part of the week. So we do have a couple of drier but colder days in store in the wake of the storm system as it moves on through. But here's a look outside with our Quality Group camera from CC Heights. A trace amount of snow here in Rochester early this morning just before sunrise. We're looking at some raw winds. Temperatures, if we're lucky, a little sunshine breaks through, that may help us get to about 20 today, and that's about 4 degrees below what we consider the seasonal average. So a little cold. You throw in those 15 mile per hour winds, and at best the wind chill will be around 4 or 5 above zero today, so not much warmth to be had. And it'll be nice to see the sun, if nothing else, and I think we will see more of that in the coming days. So we have that to look forward to tomorrow and Thursday before we get closer to the weekend and things get a little grayer. A little snow shower activity, especially south in the area. Even far southern Minnesota may get a little coating of that, or may have already had some. We'll see some flakes and snow showers, very light activity and flurries through about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. Afternoon features some breaks of sunshine. I'm hopeful we'll see a little more of that, especially from Rochester to the west in the wake of this departing storm system. Some drier air, a little more subsidence. We call that sinking motion in the atmosphere behind that low pressure as high pressure tries to come in and break out those clouds. So there's a chance of that happening, but the winds will take a long time to really begin to subside. So wind chill levels around 6, 7, maybe 8 above at best today. High temperatures around 20 by mid-afternoon. Sunset coming up at 5:13 later today. Right now it's 12 degrees in Rochester. It feels like 5 below officially. 17 mile per hour winds, so there's that raw wind that we're going to have to deal with this morning, and really it's going to take all day for that to really subside a little bit. 12 degrees at the airport right now in Rochester, 16 in Winona, 16 Mesa City. It is now 13 at the weather patio. The winds at last check 15 miles per hour, so it is not good. It's standing out there in the wind, and it's so much less pleasant. Just to have that one extra element of wind versus a cold, calm day. You can deal with that a little more easily, but you throw in those winds, and it's just, man, right away, it's not so pleasant. Snow moving on the east. You see the heaviest snow now in southeast Wisconsin, parts of southern Michigan, even northern Illinois. We're getting just the very tail end of that right now. There are some big breaks in the clouds to our northwest. That's what I'm thinking. We may see some sunshine, and Future Track shows that. Here we see the low clouds into the early afternoon, some breaks in the cloud. That stratus layer begins to erode at times, so we'll have, I think, some sunshine, 20 degrees to the high. Tonight, some clouds, a few breaks in the clouds as well. Overnight lows around 2 degrees, but not as breezy, but the wind chill at best to be around 5 below overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, light winds as high pressure comes in. A lot of sunshine. Tomorrow, highs only around 14, maybe 15 degrees. And at best, that wind chill will be around 0 to maybe 5 above, but thankfully not much wind. Moving ahead to Thursday. Even more sunshine and a light south breeze that helps us get close to 20 degrees. Here's what we're facing in the way of snowfall in the coming days. The big system coming up this weekend. This is the latest from the American model, the GFS. Now, this is early prognostication. Possibility of maybe a few inches of snow. There may be a wintry mixture at first to reduce these snowfall amounts. If the temperature profile changes and ends up being all snow, it could be double this. There's a chance. I'm not saying it's going to be, but there's a chance we see something closer to 5 inches or more. But right now, it looks like maybe a 2 to 4 inch event right now. That's kind of an early snapshot of what we might see over the weekend, but maybe up as much as 6 inches. And if it's more of that sleet, rain dominant type thing, it might be less than 3 inches. I mean, there's that chance. So we're looking at some accumulation at any rate over the weekend, starting Saturday, maybe midday, maybe even late morning, but more than likely afternoon, ending by the middle part of Sunday. And next week, a little quieter to start the week, but not completely dry next week either. 20 degrees today in Rochester, 20 Mason City, 17 in Owatonna. Alabama. Winds up to 15 miles per hour. And again, a little bit of sun this afternoon. Gusts to beyond 15 miles per hour. Tonight, lighter winds out of the north, mostly cloudy with maybe a couple breaks in the clouds. You maybe see a little of that moon overhead. 2 degrees. And then tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 14. Outlook for the next few days, some sunshine. Thursday, 19. Friday, not as sunny, but not as cold, upper 20s. And then Saturday, there's that wintry mix that may be changing to snow and may see some light to moderate accumulation. I would refer to it as that without specific numbers this far out, but a light to moderate accumulation appears to be the scenario right now. Saturday afternoon and Saturday night ending in the middle part of Sunday. 7-day forecast, we do have midweek sunshine, not as much by the weekend. Next week, we go back to sun. And if you go further afield next to Wednesday and Thursday, in that time frame, another system may come in offering more chances for some snow. I know some people are clamoring for snow. Well, we have a couple of chances the next 7 to 10 days. In the meantime, we also have some pretty cold temperatures and every so often a little bit of sun in store. In other words, typical January weather. In the meantime, have a great Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Wednesday.